Hey everyone, welcome to this daily Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for Thursday, November 15th, 2018. All right, so today we have the moon finishing Capricorn. So the theme, as was the case yesterday, is likely around maybe taking care of responsibilities, seeing the long-term approach to things, and just working within our own limitations or our life's limitations is really good with this transit of the moon. Now today, Mars does sextile up to Uranus exact, so great day for maybe feeling a bit spontaneous, maybe doing things in different ways, in unorthodox ways, opportunity to sort of mix things up and access a bit of that true self that does want spontaneity and change in our life. So along with that, going into tomorrow, Venus is going station direct, so we could notice mostly tomorrow, but maybe today, a bit of a shift of our values, particularly if you've been reconsidering some things this past month and a half. And also tomorrow, Mercury is going retrograde, so we may notice our mind slowing down today, getting ready for a reflection on particularly what we've been thinking about. All right, so let's take a look at all of this here in more detail when we return. All right, so here's the sky for this Thursday. Again, we are using the actual size of the constellations called True Sidereal Astrology. If you are new, definitely check out the link down below for more information. All right, so the moon here finishing Capricorn will be shifting into Aquarius in the later part of the day, but most likely we'll just feel that tomorrow. So Capricorn today, the theme around that grounded approach to matters, maybe feeling a bit serious, maybe a bit reserved, productive perhaps. In fact, that's what it's all about. Doing things that do require responsibility, all right? And working within limitations that makes this very grounded and very productive, and really helps us achieve the things and do the things that we do want to put that hard work and responsibility into, whatever it might be. So great day for that stuff and feeling that way with the moon. Now, I do want to mention that we are officially in the first quarter phase of the lunar cycle, which means about a week ago, we had the new moon, which was a time of new beginnings. And so if there's been any new insights or new shifts or new feelings since last week, great part of the week now to challenge ourselves to develop these things. Maybe take some actions, set some intentions, get some initiative. And this could certainly be in the context of bringing balance into our life, which has been the focus with the sun in Libra, and possibly also balance in relationship stuff as well. Now, I do want to mention that over these coming weeks, it's been Jupiter slowly shifting into Scorpio, right in between both constellations, as you can see here. So I do want to mention that slowly we'll likely notice a little bit more of a shift. In fact, there's a lot of shifts taking place this month actually, but with Jupiter, maybe experiencing and gaining wisdom about some of these deeper things in life. You know, like what truly matters in life with Scorpio. What are our deeper values? How can we really access a bit of more openness and vulnerability with life and with ourself and with relationships, right? So this type of stuff likely getting expanded upon. A really good time personally for becoming aware of our own inhibitions and fears and deeper things in life that really help us connect to what matters. So that'll be a continuous shift here as Jupiter enters Scorpio. Now Mercury's already been here, so this has been this past roughly a couple weeks now of maybe thinking a little bit more in these terms. In fact, now with Mercury going retrograde tomorrow, it'll be a great time to reconsider some of these deeper values. And there might even be a shift here this part of the week of noticing some of this stuff. Again, what truly matters. How can we access a bit of that depth and truth, and maybe with Mercury communicate that truth or think about it or be aware of it, whether it's about ourselves or life or relationships. All right, so definitely a lot of Scorpio energy there with that. But today, the most important thing is that Mars is going to be sextiling up to Uranus. So this is just an opening today. We may have felt this yesterday, in fact, and it's an opening here to mix things up, essentially. Mars is the side of ourself that does want to take action, and Uranus is the side that wants to do things differently and mix things up. So we could be doing things differently, new ways of doing things, just feeling a bit of this unorthodoxy, individualism, and spontaneity that can actually be quite refreshing. And we may even notice some things shifting today, or maybe even some opportunities coming up to allow us to access a little bit more of this true self, spontaneous self, right, and do things that are different, bringing a bit of that change into our life. All right, so nothing major there, but an opening. So again, we can choose or choose not to work with that with the sextile, but certainly very strong here today. All right, so that's the most important thing today, along with this entering of the first quarter moon. We do have the moon trining up to Venus, so there is some supportive energy, perhaps in relationships. Maybe just on a minor note, it's easy to connect today. And with those things, Venus going direct in the early part of tomorrow, we could notice this sort of shifting of our values taking place. And I would say in that realm, if you can think back to the past month and a half, what have you been reflecting on or reconsidering involving your values, or involving the things you enjoy or the things you want? And then on an entirely different level, but related, is relationships. If you've been relearning, reconsidering some of those things this past month and a half, maybe they've been on the back burner in some ways this past month and a half. All of this is starting to shift going into tomorrow. So today is just a good day to maybe pause with it. Pause with, the perspective of our values of relationships, because there'll likely be some sort of shift of at least perspective tomorrow once Venus goes direct. But it could quite literally be things in your life if, again, you've noticed anything being reconsidered the past month and a half. All right, everyone, so that's the day in a nutshell. Most importantly, Mars sextiling up to Uranus. Great day for, again, that change, connecting that true self, a bit of spontaneity. Still a great time to be focused on what brings balance into our life, challenging ourselves now with this first quarter phase to take some initiative or action from any new beginnings from a week ago. And today in particular, with the moon in Capricorn, bring in a bit of that long-term grounded approach. All right, so everyone, have a fantastic day. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow for the daily forecast.